Hey y'all, I'm Mia.
Hey, and I'm Kiara.
And welcome to A Single Mother's Tale podcast, where we talk about motherhood, parenting, healing, elevation, and education.
And we also talk about our own personal experiences as being single mothers, shedding light on those real conversations that mothers are afraid of having. We are telling the tales and raw truths about single motherhood.
We hope at the end of this episode, our shared experiences offers clarity, insight, comfort, and support as we all are navigating through motherhood.
Alright, y'all, so we back with another video, another episode, another hit. We have a special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Juan. You can follow me on Instagram at Safe Trip Movers. I can do that, right?
Yeah.
Safe Trip Movers. That's my moving company. And also Trip Richmond. So it's Trip_Richmond. That's my personal page. Check me out.
Cool. So this is my personal partner, whatever. And we brought him in today because we always talking. He always talking my head off, and he got some interesting perspectives that we thought that the fans would like to hear, and the viewers would love to, comment on and get some different perspectives. So, what we talking about today? What we finna tell these folks today?
What we're talking about?
Okay. So I know this the name of y'all podcast is
Single Mother's Tale.
Okay, Single Mother. So we're gonna get a little bit off topic, but this one today. So we talking about women basically helping men. Okay, basically helping men. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Women helping men. Well, let's talk about accountability in women too.
Well, let's talk about your background because you think you know something. So this is a Single Mother's Tale, so we do like to, encourage and talk a little bit positivity regarding the men that have children and things of that nature. So tell us your background and why you think you can relate.
Well, I do have 2 children. Y'all probably can't see. She might zoom in. But yeah, I do have 2 children. I was married at one point in time.
One girl, one boy.
One girl and one boy.
That's perfect. You done.
10 and 6. Yeah. Well, I do want more children though. I want at least have 3. Kind of like my mom, but I'm a father. I do co-parent now since 2020. So I guess I feel like I can kind of relate to a single mom a little bit. My kid's mother, she called me a lot with her point of views, and whenever I get them, and have them for the time that I have them, it's definitely like something I feel like I can share with people for sure.
And with you saying that you want to talk about how women should help men, are you coming from a perspective of a father, or are you talking about the dating life?
I would say, definitely if it's her children's father for sure. But even if they are dating and they are dating with a purpose, if they dating to become serious, then I think that for sure women should be able to help the man that they date.
So when you talk about help, are you talking about like pouring into your man to like help uplift him, or are you talking about help him financially, help him mentally, help him spiritually, help him
putting him on?
Yeah. What type of helping or assistance are you talking about?
Well, for me, it's like when I say this, I mean just like most men, we tend to work in a lot of things like scheduling things, booking things, or getting approved for things. We kind of, if we got a wife or a girlfriend, we kind of be like, hey, babe, you think you can handle that part? And I think a lot of men, we put that off, and we put it off, and once we get into a situation where we're single again, and it's time for us to go out into the world and do what we need to do, we don't be knowing those basics. And I mean, like, just basic stuff, just like just for guys that's beginning, that's trying to get an apartment, for instance. I know guys that make money, can afford it, but they just don't know the concept of what it takes to even get approved. And because most guys, when they're in relationships, they want to do that. And I know that's probably funny. Y'all probably like,
if you see my wheels in my head,
we're trying to listen before we speak. We're listening to
so it's like, because women know how to do those things, get approved for the apartment. Men just make the money, and we just kind of just sit there. And when it's time for us to go do those things, it's like our brain, it just go blank.
So I'm gonna pause you right there, okay?
Sorry about laughing. We wasn't trying.
Laughing. In my
we just.
Okay. So we gonna backtrack a little bit. So He's talking about the assisting and helping you do those things. So, what about what you were taught growing up? Did you see your mom ever do that? Like, was that anything that was instilled with you with your mom or your dad? Because a part of that would be, to me, I mean, not for everybody else, like, if your father was in your life, that's something that a father can also teach you on how to be a man, because those things are what a man should know how to do as far as getting an apartment or anything like that. I'm not talking about credit because, the black community, we really don't know nothing about credit. We all get into credit and establishing credit. But things like that goes to a provider aspect. For me, I should say, like, they say a man can get the house, but the woman is the one who make it a home, because we feel that we what we do, we multiply. So how can we assist you when you're supposed to provide and you're supposed to build that foundation to begin with? So is that something that growing up you wasn't taught that you may need a little bit of assistance on, or is just you just really don't know? Or is it something where you can try to self-educate first?
Basically what I was saying by, I think women should help men more, their man, their brothers, their sons. And it's because I don't know if it's like men are wired different from women. You get what I'm saying? We are more like outside work, go do what we do. Even if we working from guys that work from home in the offices, they probably tend to know these things a little bit better than guys that's probably out doing labor type of work or whatever. But just I remember when I was like 10 years old. Take it back when people used to actually go into like power places and stuff to pay their bills. My mom used to send me in there with the bill, with the money, and tell me, ever since I was 10 years old, trying to teach me how to let me know basically you're gonna have to do this one day. And when I turned 18 years old, I was my mom let me claim my brother. Now this is speaking to moms that have sons. This is not about the boyfriend or the fiance thing. So my mom, she used to let me claim my younger brother on my income taxes when I was 18 years old. You get what I'm saying? So since I was 18, I was already getting back, a few grand a year, and she did that because she wanted me to understand taxes. She wanted me to also at that period of time to be able to get a lump sum of money at the top of the year where I can be able to get a car or be able to put a down payment on an apartment and stuff like that. And so she taught me those things. Yeah, and so that's why when I look around at a lot of my peers and friends, and I seem to be a step ahead. That's what I think it is. You get what I'm saying? My mom helped me. And fast forward to when I got married. I was married for 10 years up until 2020. Shout out to my ex-wife. So even with her, like after the separation, like she does my taxes, she does whatever she can do for me to help me. She's going to do it, but she's not going to. If it's something that's going to get in her way, then she's not. That's cool. That's fine.
I gotta dissect this.
Okay.
So if you're in a relationship with a woman and your wife is assisting you with all these things, how do you think that's gonna make your woman feel who you're dating?
Well, I'm single now.
Okay.
I'm single now.
But if you were in a relationship or you had that experience before where that was the issue.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Did you have with you dating somebody else and your ex-wife, your child's parent or mother, she's here and very much present, y'all co-parenting properly, but she's still assisting you in different areas of your life. How do you think that have made your significant other feel at that given moment?
Well,
have you experienced that?
I haven't experienced it because
because you kept it in hiding.
No.
No serious relationship.
No, that's that. I haven't been in a serious relationship since my divorce. So the divorce happened in 2020. So since then, I just kind of been
working on yourself.
Working on myself.
Okay, I get it.
When I've been dealing with women, it's just kind of just dating and just having fun.
So my question to you is, and excuse me if this misinterpretation of what's been said thus far, but it sounds a little contradicting of what you're saying. Your mother has informed you of a lot of things, but then you're saying that women need to step up and help more. Your mom was preparing you because you're a man, so that's what the man is supposed to do, but yet you're getting it from a woman. So why wasn't that man able to be able to provide that to his woman? Why is the conversation not the other way around at this table?
So what my father did, As you know, I shouted out my moving page from the beginning. So my work ethic, the fact that I'm a entrepreneur, all that came from my dad. I never seen my dad do any paperwork because my dad was always married. You know, I'm from Alabama. He a country boy. You get what I'm saying? So he was always married up until this day. So certain things I always watched his wife do. Unfortunately, I'm not married. I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but I'm not married. So I don't, you know, I don't have that woman to. I mean, I did at one point, but my whole point is that when we was together, I didn't learn. I didn't. She was trying to teach me. So you do have guys out there that, you know, women are trying to teach them, but they have to be open to it. But we're just speaking about the guys that want to learn and just open to it. You know, not the ones that got their ears closed. But
So we're not speaking from personal experience.
But what I hear though, too, from what I'm hearing from you, is nothing negative, I should say, because people are raised different. And so you were raised in a household country where we do know country folks typically have the women is like the backbone of their man. And they confide in their woman a little bit more and they're assisting. It's a partnership. Because I don't hear that you're saying that the woman is solely taking this and doing it. I'm hearing a partnership between the men and the women. And what I'm listening to you say is like you're missing out on your partner to assist you with those things because that's what your childhood dynamic was, and that's what you know growing up. And now because you don't have that woman to assist you or be your partner in this day and age, you feel as if us modern day women should be more of a partner in a girlfriend or situationship, and that's what I'm hearing.
Well, it's I don't feel like it's something that women are supposed to do. It's just something that I feel that if women did do, then it'll make just a better society, a better economy. I feel like that's another way that women can. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that it's a woman's job or women need to step up or anything like that. I'm just saying simply, if I say this to a woman about her son, then it'll be viewed different because it's nothing that women won't do for their children. You know, women that take their whole paycheck and spend it on their child. So it's like if I tell a woman if I say, well, from the beginning, my mom, she did this, that, and the third to help me prepare me to be able to be independent man and whatnot. Then I think women to be all ears for that. I think they're kind of against it being when it's an adult male. But the only reason why I'm saying it because you have women out there every day that are dating men that do not know these things. It's nothing wrong with sitting him down, teaching him, look, this is how you get approved for an apartment. You make your money, you do this, that, and the third. These are the steps that you need to do. I think a lot of women are not teaching men because some of them don't want him to be able to. How can I put it?
They feel valued for being needed.
Yeah, for being needed, and if some of them fear if they teach him everything that he may flee, he may leave. But how I look at it is, it's like all women are doing is just making better men. Just making better men. There's nothing wrong with.
But then check this out though. When we're building these men up and we're pouring into these men, guess what they're doing? They're taking and they're taking and they're taking and they're taking away from us.
I think
they just keep falling.
I think women are getting to the point where they're tired of carrying.
And yeah.
Well, see, listen. I'm not saying on the level of pouring in your resources and
but it becomes draining though, because essentially that's what we're doing. We're pouring into you. We're pouring into knowledge into you. So essentially we're educating you, and when you educating a person, you're eventually elevating them. So we're elevating. So that's 2 notches now. And then boom, you become this high value man or this highly skilled, educated man. And then now that we have elevated you and you're here, now you feel like I don't need you, because then on the female spectrum, it's like you only utilized us or needed us for that moment. But now that you're here, it's like, oh, there's nothing you can do for me now. So now you're going to seek another woman who's probably going to teach you something more. So
and me personally, I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I feel that people, why do we feel the need that if we help someone and elevate them, that they can't go and be great. I had the same conversation with one of my friends. There's a guy, and I told him, I said, listen, brother, if you met a young lady, and when you met her, she didn't have her things together. She didn't have a car. She didn't have a place. She was struggling. And you met that lady and y'all spend time together. Let's say a year. And in that year of time, you have to get a car. You have to get a place. And somewhere down the line, she wanted to separate. She wanted to spread her wings and fly on her own. I told my partner, I said, hey, man, you did your part. You helped a person. You elevated a person. But a lot of times when we do that, it hurts us to see that person spread their wings. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing that we have to do with our children. You get what I'm saying? We have to do that. You know, with our children, we have to build them up just to watch them lead.
But ultimately, driven people, that takes away time from them. That's hindering them for their own growth. Because I got to stop what I'm doing to take my time to help you out. And unfortunately, where we are in our dating, everything's temporary. So we think temporarily.
I don't agree with that. You know, let me tell you why. Like, for instance, this young lady, right, on the side. So I can call her and ask her for something that don't take no more than 5 minutes.
We're friends.
Yeah, we are friends. But even if we were dating and I asked you something as simple as what should I do to build my credit? It didn't take her no more than 5 minutes to give me that information. So I don't understand how could that be draining to a woman just to give information.
I have a question.
Okay,
so I feel like we're getting off topic because we're doing two separate. I thought we were talking about a man and a woman in a relationship, but are we talking about friendships with women? So
No,
it's
no,
a
no.
difference. What are we?
He's trying to address that. I was like, it takes time, which it does take time. When you're in a relationship, it takes time. It ain't nothing to text you back real quick because I give you minimum.
It's not a relationship thing. What I'm saying, I'm simply saying male and female. Without no titles, just women being on the topics of. You give us. Let's say for instance, I take you guys outside, right, and I show you guys basics about your cars. I get on YouTube and I show you basics about your cars, just so you can know the basics. So when it's time, if anything happens, you guys know A, B, and C. When you take it to a mechanic, you know that he's not going to beat you on A, B, and C because guess what? My brother, my boyfriend, he's taught me A, B, and C. I'm just saying, women know things, and they y'all will sit down and focus more on the laptop and on paperwork more than men. Men are kind of more, they impatient with that. I feel like if women teach men that, then it's going to elevate them. The things that get in men way a lot of the time just be simple paperwork, approval, credit, and stuff like that. A woman doesn't have to give them the money, put them on her credit line, or anything like that, but just simply give them that information.
Yeah, that changed the dynamics for me because for a homie, a homeboy, if I'm really cool and rocking with this guy, that's my homie, as a friend, I am going to do that for you too. And I said I want to do that for you in a relationship too, but I thought we was talking about on a relationship level because in a relationship, sometimes after we help elevate a person, a man sometimes leaves. So that's where I was coming with some of the negative condensation you can say. But as a friend, homeboy, same thing. Like, I'm still going to assist and help and be there because, that's what friends are for, to help pour into each other, help uplift each other, and to help educate each other. Same thing with a relationship with the man. It's supposed to be the same thing, but sometimes that we have seen that...
So I think, like, things like resident approval, like whether it's apartments or a house, teaching guys that, teaching whether it's your brother, your friend, or your boyfriend, because I can almost guarantee that he don't know. And I'm not speaking about y'all men, but I'm just saying most men do not know these things. You know what I mean? Unless I just got crappy friends. But from what I see, they don't be knowing these things. They work, they make money. They earn their money, but when it comes to certain things, they all, from their taxes to, like I said, getting approved, they always going to get women. So just organizing things. And the only reason that I'm able to do it on the level that I'm able to do it is because of my mom and my ex-wife. So I never got to finish that. Even though me and my ex-wife separated in 2020, we divorced in 2020. And in 20, we haven't made love since 2020. It's not somebody that I'm dealing with. You get what I'm saying? And she still makes sure, without it becoming a burden for her, to do whatever what she can for me and my business. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's tax credits for my business or any type of grants, she's going to do that. And if you ask her why, she's going to simply say, because he's my children's father. I need for him to be the best that he can be. So when I release them to him, when they go into his house, he's situated. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely. And I totally agree with that. Like don't get me wrong, listen to me. Anything,
family at the end of the day.
Anything outside of that, I can't even get her to pick up the phone. You get what I'm saying? But I salute her for it. I salute her for still. But I feel like all women can do that because it's like it's nothing but a nurturing spirit. You get what I'm saying? Just do this, Gotta make it quicker, gotta make it faster, and voila. And I think that's all guys.
But that also seems to tell me that you have poured into her too, for her to even want to continue to do that after the marriage. So y'all have to have this amount of respect within a relationship and love for each other to continue to do that.
It was crazy, but I'm gonna say that I did pour into her 2 children, and that was it. I poured 2 children in. What more did it need to be? If I want to be a father and I love my children, even though me and her had our differences, it shouldn't. I mean, what me and her got to be on great terms for her to be able to help me.
You contradicting yourself. You was with this woman for 10 years. Are you doing your own taxes at this point?
No. She's doing. Because I'm not a tax
y'all need to get back together then at this point. She got another man.
So now the conversation needs to turn into how does a man obtain the information that woman has instilled in him? Because it seemed like you didn't even catch on to nothing.
I didn't catch on to it. I didn't catch on to it when I was in a relationship with her. But like I said, it's guys out there that's not listening. This is for the guys that is listening.
So you said all your screws ain't screwing. Your mom was
like this. I was younger. I had a lot more. Like right now, if I have what I had now, I'm like,
you got that Apple Pay, don't you?
I'm like,
who taught you about that Apple Pay? Okay.
You see that? But you see that though.
We're gonna have to get you a notebook. Look, this one we're gonna give you a notebook, and we're gonna have to say chapter 1, and you're gonna write this down. You gotta take notes.
That's funny to y'all, but that's
you think me and Renee?
Y'all know we are slow in certain areas.
But she's
just like y'all slow in certain areas.
We're gonna say 14 years because 10 years have passed. Y'all been together, y'all divorced, and 4 years later, she's still continuing to do the same thing over and over for you. So then it's starting to stand. It's more so about you and what you have going on internally, mentally, and physically. Like, are you just gonna continue to allow her to do this because you really want her there, or you love the presence, or you love the assistance, or are you trying to actually gain that knowledge and learn from her to be able to do it yourself?
Okay, so pretty much that. I want to be, so when I was with her, you don't, a lot of times, it's a true saying when they say, you don't know what you have until it's gone, right? So like I said, I was going through my 20s when I was married and stuff like that, and I just wasn't as serious as I am now in my 30s. I'm 35 years old. We've been separated 4 years since I was 31. The beginning of my 30s, where my wisdom started to set in. So like I said, if I had what I had then I would know how to properly utilize it. Then I did. You get what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. But I'm not depending on her to continue to do this. I reach out to her now, and I let her know now that I'm ready to learn what she was trying to teach then, because I'm facing it. You get what I'm saying? I want to be able to handle it myself. I want to be able to handle it myself. I'm not looking to put a woman here to do it for me. Just teach me. I'm ready to learn now, and and that's what she does. Like with the Apple Pay, or because I was calling her constantly, like, could you do this for me? Could you Apple Pay? She was like, it don't take nothing but 5 minutes to download it, and I didn't know that. She told me, and I did. Same thing with the credit situation. I asked her, she told me.
And that's good. You need people around you that's like-minded. You need people that's going to help you elevate. But the next guest we need to have is you and your ex-wife. Because guess what? This ain't no longer a single mother still. This is about to be Cupid, because y'all need to get back together. Because at this point, you're ready. I think you are. You said
I may be
you
ready.
may have elevated,
but I don't think she.
That ship has sailed.
You think that shit? Think too much time has passed?
Yeah, too much time passed, and
Because guess what? I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're not gonna find another woman that's gonna amount to her. You know why? And I'm not trying to say that in a negative way, because she's still here assisting you in everyday life. It may not everyday life, but everyday life with the essentials. Because when you get that woman that's gonna come in and start to do, let's say that she's doing exactly what your ex-wife doing.
yeah.
What this woman doing who you're dating now is not gonna mean that much to you, because you have years and experience with this woman. So what this woman is saying and maybe saying, yeah, you're gonna be yeah, you are. You say
You know
you're
why?
not, but you are.
You know why? You know why?
Why?
That's not true. Because then I wasn't taking it in.
But you say you're taking it in now, so it's the difference. You say you're taking it in now, right? But guess who you're taking it in from? Your ex-wife.
No, not just only her. Not just only her. Her as well. And like you said.
But she's
a
not
friend.
A,
She's
she's
a friend of
friend,
mine.
but she's not an option.
But she's just as valuable.
She's just as valuable. But guess what?
The only thing
but guess
that
who's still in your pocket though? Who's still in your pocket? I'll wait.
Well, my
Your
baby mother is
ex-wife.
not in my.
She's not a baby
she's not in my
mother.
pocket. My ex-wife is not in my pocket. Anything I do for my children, I don't count that as being in my pocket. And she don't.
But I'm not
She don't
talking about
bother
your
me for no
children.
money.
They have a healthier-ish
Relationship.
Yeah. So the thing is with my kid's mother, I'm financially good, but she doing better. You get what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to say that because there ain't nothing wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? But she's great financially. So anything like I said that I send her goes towards my kids. I don't look at it like it being in my pocket.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that that's that, but I think that your mindset and where you're at now and where she's at and where she's been, I think maybe now may be a good I mean, I don't know if time has sailed or whatever, but because she's still very much present and relevant and assisting you in everyday life, I truly believe that another woman cannot compare or amount to her. And I don't know the backstory, but from what you're saying, that's my own
The
interpretation.
reason why I disagree with that is because when you stated that I would not find another woman like that, I found her. She's in the form of a friend. We don't have to be in a relationship or married or intimate.
That
You get
is
what I'm saying?
true.
But
That's
she
good.
has still brought value to my
your
life in multiple areas. You get what I'm saying? Mentally, emotionally, and she's teaching me how to focus in on stuff like credit and which is ultimately lean to financial. So
But I was talking
the
about
only
a woman
time-
as far as intimacy with, because she's gonna be off limits right now because she's a friend, and that's the place that she will remain.
But I think he's essentially
Yeah.
saying
No.
if he was able to find me, he
Yeah.
can find
Find
another
another
version
woman.
of me,
Yeah.
but be romantic with them.
Yeah.
So his
Well,
mind is more.
even
He
if-
doesn't compare me to.
listen, even if I cut out the romance part, because you got to remember, I'm not putting a title on nothing. I'm just simply saying women that help me. So my mom, she was my mom. My ex-wife was my wife at one point in time, and Kiara was a friend. But all three of these women has put value in my life that I needed. You get what I'm saying? And the titles, I don't think the titles matter. I just
Can
think.
you tell me sorry to cut you off, but what have you been observing and witnessing with the women today? I know you said that you think that they want to do it just to keep the man around,
Well,
but what
I
have
don't-
you
I don't-
literally been observing?
I've been observing women doing very well financially. I've been observing women. Let me get in on that.
Yes, tough, and I love that.
Yeah, I've been observing women doing very well for themselves financially. I've been observing women working on themselves mentally, spiritually, taking vacations, and just being good mothers. I've been seeing all of that, and so what the reason why and it's when it comes to the men, I've been watching men do the same thing, but I also been watching men not do it as well. You get what I'm saying? Not do it as well, and I just think that the problems fall under what I said. Just being able to understand, getting approved, understanding some simple as credit, or just knowing how to do paperwork or anything that's dealing with the stuff that men normally push off to a woman and be like, oh, my girl do that, my mama handle that. I think that men should be more open to it, and women sit your men down, your sons, your brothers,
Mm-hmm.
your boyfriends or whatever, and bring them up to date on it. Even if it's just a quick course, real quick. Hey, did you know this, that, and the third? And I really feel like that'll make better men in society.
Would you do that course?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
Would I do what?
The
That
course
course.
you're just talking about.
Would I do it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, yeah, I would do it. Yeah.
Okay, so I got another question. All right, you say that you know a lot of men who, you know,
Yeah.
so y'all being brothers and a part of a fellowship, why don't y'all take the initiative to help elevate and pour into each other and educate each other as black educated men? Because you know a lot, why not take what you know and from what you have learned from your female friends and help pour into the guys that you know who's not capable of doing those things?
And I do
Okay.
that. I do that with my friends, my brothers and cousins and people, the guys that's in my circle. But
Are they receptive of it?
yeah, they are. They are. They are only because it appears that I'm doing better. So it appears. So they got something to look at. If they see me pull up in my Jag, I'm putting it on,
Would they
or
not
pull up in my
just
truck or
take
whatever.
the initiative?
Yeah,
somebody
so
on their
on
own.
their
They
own.
want to
Okay.
hear what you got to say.
But
where you at.
what I noticed with all of them is that, yeah, they'll listen to me because I appear to be in a position that they would like to be. But all of them would take that advice from a woman. You get what I'm saying? That's where I got my game from.
But why does it necessarily have to be a woman? If you was educated,
Men need women.
amen. And we need men.
Men need
We need
women.
each other.
We need each other. So it's not like, because I'm listening to you ask these questions. And to me, it sounds like it's like you're trying to take the woman out of the situation. And I'm constantly pulling her back in because
and you know why I'm doing
that's what
that?
I need. That's what we need.
And it's not because of what you need, because we as women too, we need a man that's going to pour into us, who can help evaluate and educate us, because we don't always want to have to pour into these men or have to educate them. We need somebody that's almost equally yoked where we're at now in our lives. Not to say that we haven't dated those men that we have helped, because we have.
Yeah.
And that's why we're able to speak about these situations. That's why we're able to have these conversations, because we've been there before, pouring into men, educating men, and helping and assisting them in their everyday lives. But we're still single mothers. We're still here. We're still single, and we're not seeing, and we're not looking at it as a negative way, because we're not seeing that, because we all been there before. But what we're seeing is where we're at now. We need somebody to do that for us. We want to take the back seat and be submissive. And, we all have our roles in this life, in society. You have a role as a man and I have a role as a woman. But where is it going to be my time where I could just take the back seat and allow my man to educate me?
I think
me.
that women, when it comes to the dating market, women have way more options than men. And I feel also that that women, once they decide that they want that type of man, then they can have it. You see, the thing is, women go for men that they like. It has nothing to do with his success. It has nothing to do with how well put together he is. So that's up to that woman, because y'all two are beautiful women. I'm pretty sure successful men are shooting at y'all. Now, when I say successful men, I mean all around. You know what I mean? The guy may be charming. He may have he financially together. His mind is right. But women date their type. Their type. So if your type is a little rough around the edges, and he might be a little hood, you can't expect for him to have those qualifications that y'all say that y'all want. You get what I'm saying? So I hear women say that they want those qualifications, but they only submitting and dating guys that's on a masculine level of physical and just physical. Really, that's basically physical and what he's saying. You can have a guy over here with a 3-piece suit on, good credit and all that, and you can have bro over here from the block. If he more handsome and he appear to be more dominant, and y'all know he can probably beat him up, and he got a little something going, that's where y'all gonna go. You're not gonna go to
Stop reading
Michael.
our lives.
Michael over there.
Michael.
Yeah. You know, so that's just the reality of
I
things.
love it. I love it.
It boils down to nature. It boils down to nature. We can do all of this, you know, but nature at the end of the day, it's like, you know, that's what y'all like. And men know this. Men know that the nice guy finishes last. But
what if he nice and handsome?
It'd be hard to find. It do be hard to find. But you know, so
if y'all nice and handsome,
I mean,
don't hit us up on the 8 Single Mothers player.
Man, look, see, if y'all ain't hood, don't even come to look. Them folks ain't gonna pick up the phone.
No, that is a lie. We don't want. But we got careers and we got children. We have daughters. We're not subjecting our children to that. But
Hooligan behaviors.
pop cheerio.
Real.
No, that's fact.
No, you was actually speaking some real stuff. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. That was some good stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. Yes.
But you know, I truly appreciate you for coming and sharing your story and shedding light, because this is things that we need to talk about, because I was over here almost one track man, and you have to reel me in on a little fishing rod. Yeah. So I really appreciate that, because I was thinking you was talking about a relationship, but the way you brought it out as far as friendship too, you know, I love that, because, you know, man, we always need those friendships to help us get by in life. And no matter what we're going through, those friendships and those true, like, friends are really what means the most to us, because those are people that help us get through life. Those are the people who's going to tell us when we're wrong. Those are the people who's going to tell us when we're right. They're going to cheer us no matter what. They're going to cheer us when we're doing bad and when we're doing good. So we need those friends to help assist us in those everyday essentials, because you don't know everything, she don't know everything, and I don't know everything, but we're having this conversation and coming together. We're educating each other, and those are people that we need around us, like-minded people, to continue to educate each other, continue to pour into each other, continue to uplift each other, and continue to just try to be greater and better than what we had growing up, and to be and set an example for our children, so that way that our kids can be better than us, and then they can help educate us as we get older. So I love the conversation that we had, because it's nothing negative. We're not harping on anybody. No, we don't. No, we're just single mothers. Let's beat up on the guy. No, we're not those type of people. We're literally here to help educate each other and share our experiences. And community, and to bridge the gap too between single mothers and single fathers, or between women and men who are having these issues, or just bridge the gap between each other, because it doesn't have to be a segregation. We don't have to be segregated. We can come together for our kids and for our families. So I love these conversations, and if I was harsh on you in the beginning, I truly
I knew what I was coming into before I came.
And I love the fact that you emphasized on I'm not talking about relationships, because as single mothers and then a father that's not wedded, yes, we need each other, so that when we do get in this relationship, these marriages, we're equipped with what we need. But for the time being, we gotta lean on each other.
And then you got to keep in mind, anytime that I meet anybody that's successful, male or female, they have both in their life, male and female. I don't know your situation. I know hers a little bit more. I don't want to say I'm pretty sure, but I'm almost pretty sure it's some male presence. I don't know if it's a grandfather. It's none at all. No male presence. No. Nothing driven you. No grandfather. No uncle. No dad.
No.
Wow.
I don't. No.
That's beautiful.
You know what's driving
Your
me?
children.
My daughter is what's driving me, and I'm self-driven, because I want more than what I had growing up. Like, I came from Chicago, where I really didn't have anything, and coming from Chicago, you're not meant to see the age of 18, you know, where we stayed at, and then trying to elevate, you know, move to these different parts of the neighborhood, and being one of the first people to go to college in my family, my entire family on my mom's side. Like, that's major, that's big. So, and I prided myself on not being that person. Being 18, I'm supposed to have 2-3 babies by now, by the age of 31. I was projected to have several kids. I know a girl who I went to high school with, by sophomore year, she was on her 4th child. By senior year, she was on her 6th child. So coming from where I come from, we're not meant to see this day and age. And if we were, we're supposed to have several kids by several different baby daddies, several different men, I should say. And so I'm just grateful that I remain the chorus, because I always say that if you listen to other podcasts, I don't want to be like my mother, and I don't want to be a product of my environment. And if I was to ever have a child, which is I prayed for my daughter, I want her to be better than me. I want to be that 1% who came from Chicago who actually made it, who people can look up to. So no, I don't have a male figure in my life. I have a stepfather, but I barely talk to him. I love him to death. But the person I have is me and my daughter, and then I move my mom down, and she's my stronghold. She's my backbone. But ultimately, it's my daughter who keeps me going every day, every day, every day. And from what I experienced as a child, I don't want my daughter to experience that. So because I'm self-driven, I don't want to depend on a man for anything. I need a man. I love a man. I want a man. But I don't want to be dependent on a man. And what I mean dependent on to tell me what I have to do, depend on you to help, whatever. I want a man that's equally yoked, who we can continue to educate each other and uplift each other. And I'm not saying that I'm better than a man. What I'm saying is I need a man who's on the same spectrum as me, mentally, physically, and emotionally, financially. That's the type of man that I need. And I need for me to be on one accord, and I need a man who's able to understand me and everything that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? To see that, yeah, I've been in my alpha for a minute, but I'm actually trying to turn on to be in my feminine, and that I really do need you. I may, on an appearance, may look like I don't need you on the outside because of where I'm at in my life, but I do need you.
How long has your stepfather been your stepfather?
He's been my stepfather, I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 years old.
4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
So you
I had a father figure.
Father figure, okay.
But as I got older,
yeah. So
how
the point that I'm making is that you was raised in a household with a man that I'm pretty sure contributed in some type of form or way. As an adult, it's not his responsibility no more. It's as an adult, we are responsible for our own things. But what I'm saying, so a woman or a man can definitely be driven by having one parent, or struggling. That's for sure. So that I can't deny. Mm-hmm. As far as her, I know she has a great father. You get what I'm saying, in her life, and I'm pretty sure that played a role in her being, the person that she is today. So that's why I said that we all need both. We all need both. Your stepfather, you probably don't know what he did for you.
I know what he did for me, and I know the age that he
stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that they was together forever, because they still not together. They haven't been together in years. But he still was a father in my life. Even his family have still been family to me. Yeah. Like, that's who I call my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I don't know no other
even
family.
If it's a little presence, a presence of being able to have some type of family, or just seeing a male presence of maybe he was good to your mom. I don't know. Maybe
as far as I know.
As far as you know, you get what I'm saying. So you know that it does exist or whatnot. But he was there. I mean, I don't think you should probably just cut him all the way out of the picture.
I don't. Yeah. I talked to him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even lie. After Brittany's father's funeral, I called him and was like, Dad, I miss you. I love you. Haven't talked in a while.
Okay.
We typically only speak to each other on birthdays and holidays. That's like typically how it is. But everyday conversation we don't have. But I did call him, and then after we had that podcast with the one guy, I called him up again, and he was actually going out to eat with my little sister, which is his actual daughter. Yeah. So I mean,
that meant a lot to you. Yeah. So as a driven woman that's independent, we all human. We still need people that we able to call and just be like, hey, you get what I'm saying? So that's his role. He might not be making as much money as you. He might not. Mm-hmm. What we got to understand is a man is a human being too. A man is a provider, not only financially, but wisdom. Yes. You get what I'm saying? Knowledge and understanding, time. A man he doesn't only provide, because you can have a man that can just only give you money but pay your children no attention. It'll break their heart. They want to know their dad.
Yeah, we talked about that last.
You feel me? So a man, we can't just expect for all of them just to be, super and dominant in the financial area. You get what I'm saying? Because life just not set up like that.
Is
But
that role hard to fill, being a man and being a father figure and being like someone that's a leader? Is that
Sure.
I think it's hard in America. I'm gonna say it's challenging in America. I'm gonna say it's challenging in America. I can't speak about other places, but it's definitely not an easy thing. I think men kind of go through a lot of things in their mind. It's that's I think that'd probably be something for another time. Yeah, because that's gonna go deep. Yeah. Men, and then listen to me. If women can just really understand the power that they have, you both of you guys are girl moms.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys would ever be blessed to have a little boy, y'all will understand a little bit more. Little boy, if you have a little girl and a little boy, those little girls they'll be up there, but that little boy,
He needs his dad.
he's no. The little boy is not studying his dad. When they little, they are obsessed with their mom. They started to want to be around their dad once they started getting around 10, 11, because now they're realizing I'm a boy, he a boy, let's do some boy stuff. But that still don't change the fact that they're obsessed with their mom. They want to go and visit dad, but after a while, I'm ready to go back to mama.
Because that
same with
nurture.
little girls?
It-
It's
and
definitely ain't stunting no woman, but
It never ends. It never ends for
daddy
me.
and granddaddy.
Not the
It
same way
never
I look.
ends for me. You get what I'm saying? So when a man get older, if women don't even understand, and I know they don't understand, it's something as
We try
simple
to
as
understand.
you can do it. I swear, any man, he's gonna go and build a house. He can go and build a house up there, especially if it's coming from a beautiful woman or a woman that he preferred, to come from.
Why the woman gotta be beautiful?
Well, she
Why
don't have to be
can't
beautiful.
average?
Yes, well, she can be average. If an average woman, and I've got compliments from average women, and it feels good. But this is another thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I love him.
It's
already.
more genuine. It feels better, not to throw shade
Coming
on
from
the
a
younger
beautiful
women, but it feels better when the women are like 50 and over, because it's genuine.
Yeah,
They gonna tell you the truth. They gonna tell you, young man, you handsome.
That's for
Them
sure.
young women might not say it. They might think it. They might know it. But when they 50 and older, they gonna tell you, young man, you got this. Keep doing your thing. And it's a great feeling. And I guess y'all probably get the same thing from older men. It's probably more motivating when an older man probably say something versus a young guy, because you're probably thinking the young guy just want to get a piece of it.
Faze me.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't faze me
Okay.
either.
Well, all
Thank
men
you for
want- yeah.
acknowledging and
thank you for
seeing
trying
the,
to include
yeah, but
y'all get that all the time. So
because those older men be trying to get in your drawers.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
right.
yeah, I mean, okay.
y'all forget. Yeah, we all the same.
Yeah,
We
y'all
all
don't
the
have
same.
no age on
Nah,
that.
nah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
The older we get,
the
the younger they
older,
want.
the
Yeah.
older,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's how it goes. But that's a man's payback, because women prime are through 18 to
Payback.
18 to 30. 18.
Right.
No, listen. No. This is Google. Me, don't get me wrong. I see women.
This is Google.
I see women all the time that are 40 and 50 that are like drop dead gorgeous.
Oh, yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
we-
But
For sure, we seen
Yeah.
some
drop
beautiful,
dead
yes.
gorgeous and get in the man they want. But
That don't crack.
But just statistically, I don't know who making these statistics. From 18 to 30 is a woman's prime. She can get anything in the world she wants. A man's life begins at 30. A man's life begins at 30. So when a man gets 30 to 50 is a man's prime. Because a man, 50-year-old man can date a woman 25 all day. You get what I'm saying? So men, typically, our life start in our 30s because we have more options for women. We're
Yes,
now
that's
understanding
sure.
finances and credit, and that's when we start to progress. So shout out to the 30s, fellas. The world is ours.
I'm in the 30s, but why?
My 30s coming.
Why?
I'm excited about it. I done did
I'm
good.
excited.
Y'all some real baddies. So
I'm
it don't
gonna
even
say
matter.
the 30s. What they say, the 30s is like the new 20s.
That's what they say.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I was 20, when in our 20s, like we feel like young and we're partying. We're in college. We're just doing our thing. But 30s is like we're evolving into
Building.
woman. Yeah, we're building. We're establishing these friendships that last a lifetime. Like we're growing and we're making
I have
things.
one question, just to backtrack on the original conversation. You say that women are very much more knowledgeable than men.
on certain things.
A lot of women, most women have more degrees than a man does.
Correct.
That is true.
Why is a man not willing to obtain that degree? Why is that man not seeking out that knowledge and taking the time? Why is he not holding himself accountable of receiving that information? Why do we have to hear about it and then bring it back to you? Do you want the shortcut?
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's a nature thing. You know, they label us as mammals. That's what they call us. I didn't say it.
Man.
He said they're mammals.
Okay, so they say we mammals. That's what they say.
So what are we?
So y'all are mammals. I mean, we are humans. Are mammals.
Okay.
They say everything they have their children, their seeds or children alive are mammals. So if you look at the kingdom, if you look at the kingdom of mammals, let's use lions for an example.
Okay.
Who are mammals?
Lions.
We love lions. You have the king. That king lion normally have about 4 lionesses with him. When prey is coming, the lionesses are the ones that shoot out, go kill it. They kill the prey. Once they kill it, they fall back, and the king lion, he gets up and he takes the first.
Now, is this on Animal Planet? So we can watch it.
You can definitely watch it. So the women, they go and hunt the food, they kill it, and the king gets up and he takes the first bite. He eats from it first, they follow up, and then the children. You get what I'm saying? So it's like...
You're saying he has one job, and one job only.
Yeah, just to protect them. That's his job. No, I'm not saying it's for male human. Evolution. We can say that. We can say evolution. But I just feel like if this conversation derives from something, and if I can find that, I can hit the point that I was trying to make.
It derives from your spirit and what you've been through in your experiences. That's what it derives
That's
from.
Yeah. We was definitely on the topic, though. I can't think of what it was.
So why are men in 2023, 2024, because we ain't, hopefully they'll get it together by the end of the year, so we'll talk in the past, whatever. Why are they not getting obtaining information? Why are they not?
Yeah, and like you said, 2024,
two
we're in the information
Two
age.
heads are better than one.
True.
Why only one head got to be filled with all the knowledge? Like,
Okay.
why can't they both come?
Okay. I'm gonna do this one for the y'all gonna love me for this.
Listen up.
What was your question again, Kiara?
My question is, why are you guys not obtaining the information? It's 2024. It's time for y'all to step up and y'all come together with the knowledge so that you can manifest something even bigger than with that one person. You're wasting time just wanting this one person to inform you of something. That information old news at that point. So what did you learn today? What did you learn today? And come together. All here for us being able to help the men. You know me.
Okay.
You know
So this is the question. All right. What do you guys feel like if you had men in your life? What would you need them for? Like, what things do men do?
Oh, I could talk on this. So they can be able to, advance my life, put me on game. Come to me and be like, oh, I heard this. Oh, you're a therapist? Well, have you heard about this? Because such and such was telling me this. So why don't you look into this? Or I sent you an email. Did you check your email? This was something.
Just give me, just offering information.
I went food shopping.
Okay.
I got y'all milk and the baby milk and, your favorite popsicles.
Okay.
Oh, I did the laundry. Can you just put it in the
Then,
dryer for me?
It sounds like y'all want guys to be more considerate of
You
things.
speak of partnership.
Partnership, okay.
We're in this together.
I agree.
But I don't know if this is too personal, but I know my friend, and we've had these conversations. Are you still, I don't know if I'm disclosing too much, but are you still in the gender role thing? Do you still
When you say that.
consider
Oh, okay.
gender roles? 'Cause I
Men take out the
I
trash.
remember.
Yeah. I do think that that's important. I don't think that we need to get rid of that because in life, it just need to be order. And in order to have order, things have to be headline. Like, you doing this, or you doing this. We even do that at a job. I'm a business owner. When I hire guys, I hire drivers, I hire packers, and I hire runners. You get what I'm saying? So I do believe that it is gender roles because a woman has a baby, a man doesn't have a baby. Typically, so this is the question that I ask. Like you said, guys are not taking in this information. What is wrong with them? Okay. How how often do you do stuff like change a tire, or how often would you guys probably? Because I'm more than likely I'm going to move you, unless you just find somebody else to do it. But how often do you guys like? You feel me? How often do you guys, break the bed down and, take the sofas and wrap them up and move the stuff in? How often do you guys do that?
Every time I gotta move by myself.
So you do it by yourself? See,
Yes.
you just a one of a kind. You just a
Yes.
one of a kind. Like you don't need no.
I do
man.
need it, but I ain't got it right
Okay,
now.
okay. So
If
you
we
just
come
a-
from different roles, like we spoke of,
Mhm.
like your mom doing all of this. My grandfather's the one who taught me about credit.
Okay.
My dad's the person I go to with all my financial decisions. The women just push education on me, but everything else I do go to the men. So
Well-
I only know men to be beneficial in my life.
Well, this is where we add the title. Because if you know anything about a father, his son and his daughter, his son is going to be, hey, boy, go out there and get that trash. But his daughter is going to be. So fathers are going to pour everything that they need to pour in their daughters, especially financially, because men know that women tend to go left for money. And the thing is, because a man can sleep in his car and be all right. But that's different for a woman. A woman needs a roof. She needs a shelter. So she have to go hard and make sure that she have X, Y, and Z. That's another reason why men don't. See, the world has been the structure of civilization, roads, bridges, houses, has predominantly been built by men. Rules are typically made for. The rules are okay. So let's look at it this way. Let's look at it like this. Let's say you have a plain forest, just trees and grass. When that's knocked down, men come. They build streets, they build houses, they build apartments. Women make
construction too.
They can, but it's a very small number. I'm not taking anything from women. I'm just making this point. So look, check this out. So once society is built, the roads, the bridges, the buildings that people can go in and actually have jobs to earn money, women are better at that. They come into those buildings that men have built. They come into those offices and they dominate in those areas. Men are more nonchalant because in a man's mind, the only thing that's more dominant than a man is for the guys that are spiritual. I don't want to go too left. It's the Most High God or whatever. But it's nothing. It's like, for instance, when women are in the car, when you guys go out to your car at night, in a nice neighborhood, but you guys to your car at night, leaving the club or anything, you guys shoot straight to the car. You drive, you crank up the car, you go. When you're driving, you know guys are looking to the right or your left, but you women keep straight. You get what I'm saying? The women have to protect themselves. So men, we don't go out into the world thinking like that. We don't feel like someone is going to take us. We don't feel like someone is going to do that. So if we just got to sleep in the car, we just going to be like, bro, I got to sleep in the car. So I believe that's that. That's just what it is. Men are more nonchalant when it comes to things that women have to secure. Women secure their own. Men lack.
Good points made. So ultimately, you're essentially saying it's first nature, second nature for you guys to just be hands-on.
Yeah, hands-on, nonchalant, outside, in
Society
nature.
is pushing this go to school thing.
Yeah, and then back to what I was stating, like she's like the rules. Like okay, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I'm gonna say it. You know what I mean? We on a podcast, y'all. So
He invited you.
the rules. I'm not saying that the rules are not made for men. I'm not saying that, but men are the one that made them.
That don't sound crazy because that is fact.
So
That's true.
the person that makes the rules tend to just break them sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Because they just like, who's gonna chastise us? Yeah,
We are.
well, yeah, okay, y'all definitely gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's the only thing. You get what I'm saying? And women have the power to do that. They have the power to chastise men because you know why? Because men have daughters. Men have women in their lives that they love. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I believe it is. I believe that men are nonchalant about things like the household, which women master. Women master the household. But what men master, we master outside. Women can go outside and let's say for instance, women can go outside to a gas station, a bar, a club, and a fight can outbreak. Something dangerous can happen, and women can really panic and not know what to do. Men can think clearly through them situations. Give me the keys, drive over here, let's get it, calm down, stop screaming, you in my ear. You get what I'm saying? But we don't get any credit for that until it's needed. Like my ex-wife. We don't talk, we don't communicate, can't even get her to pick up the phone. She got into a legal issue. She called me bald, crying, I love you, and all this this stuff in the world. You get what I'm saying? Because she needed help. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. Because women do not need men until they need them. And when they need them, oh, it's waterfalls, and then guess what? The man is going to be there. But when we need something, it's like pulling teeth.
Because what y'all be calling us a needing?
I don't know. I don't really. Me personally, when I speak for myself, all I really be needing is like intimacy and stuff like that. Feminine.
You said the key word, intimacy. That's what
y'all
be calling
and feminine
and
energy.
we ain't there when you need it.
Yes, that's all I be needing. I ain't asking for your money. Just give me a little advice, a little feminine energy, and that's it.
What he always telling me is they just want to be baby. I mean, where else?
I'm speaking from me, like a Scorpio male.
No, I can agree.
But I would think probably most men are like that. Mm-hmm. You do have some men that's like fully in the streets and they don't really want. I guess when they get out of it, when they come back home, they want to be baby. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, most of us is like that. Most of us, and it comes from that little boy syndrome. It never leaves us when it comes to a woman. If a woman just understand how to talk to a man, like a 2-year-old sometimes, how to talk to a man. Because guess what? A woman, the worst thing that a woman can say to her man, or any man is, and women know this, broke ass nigga. Like, that's gonna, like you in a dangerous situation saying that. Like, I hope you don't got a crazy dude, but it's like come on, like, why would you do that? Like, men, that's the number one thing that a woman can say. You get what I'm saying?
Is y'all pride?
Yeah, because it's a pride. You get what I'm saying? But because a man is made to provide, but society has made modern men think that they providing is only financially. I refuse to accept.
That's the topic for another day. Yes. That one.
Well, we appreciate you being on here. You
I don't need no
laughter.
more of
Yes.
I don't need any more of this.
You got us in here drinking Taylor Port.
We finish our drinks around here.
What? Oh, y'all must got a pallet or something over here. Because, hey, I finished this. I don't know. I'm going to be late.
Yes, thank you so much. You'll definitely be invited
back
again.
to another episode because we love these conversations.
Yes, for sure. And so at the end of each segment, we always have like a tip to provide to them, either financial, work-life balance, or anything motivational. So I think it's important that we just let our guests give a tip of the day because you don't want to keep hearing from us because we don't know everything. So you can be about starting your own business. It could be about being a father, co-parenting, being able to be receptive of what the woman has to say. So what do you want to share with us tonight?
Okay. I would like to say, this one is to the fellas. I would like to say, fellas, to be able to be a full man, you have to be able to control a few things in your life. One is your finances. So I'm not saying that you're not a man because you work for someone else, but to be able to become a full man, you need to be able to control your finances, which means work for yourself, pay yourself. That starts with that. You need to be able to control your emotions, and once you be able to do those two things, you at an up point in life. So being able to start a business, whatever business that be, to be able to control your income, control your work, and control your emotions. If you're able to do those things, then you're on the up.
I agree with that. That'll boost their self-esteem. It'll just make them feel more
Because most men are bitter and mean when they're not providing on the level that they know that they can.
And starting the business, you don't even have to start a business. Investing in stocks, just
invest.
Just invest. Doing better with your money.
Controlling your money.
Yes.
Being able
I like that.
control your income. Like I said, like she said, it doesn't have to be a business. It can be stocks. It can be trading. You can have a job.
You
Just
have a
control
9 to
your
5,
income.
just maximize on that 9
to
to
build
5.
that financial stability.
But I'm gonna say, for fellas, if you can start your own business, do so. Especially within our community, which is the African American community, black community, or whatever you want to call it. Please, fellas, start looking into that, being entrepreneurs, because I meet a lot of people, man, from different ethnic groups, different races, and stuff like that. And finding a 9 to 5 job is something that is not even on their radar. Like I've moved, I'm not sure. I moved some clients. They was Indian descent, and the client said to me, he was like, man, I got a job and I was working just to pay the rent. And my family has been calling me back from India. They've been calling me saying, man, get out of that place. What are you doing? Are you crazy? And he said, I've been telling them, but I got to figure out something to pay the rent. They're just like, just figure something out. Just don't work for anybody else. So you have people out here that they totally believe in it. And I feel like as a black man, if more black men became entrepreneurs, then that'd be the answer to a whole lot of questions. It'd be the answer to a whole lot of questions.
The solution to a whole lot of problems.
Yeah, solution to a lot of problems.
I like that. Well, that's a wrap. We done it all. We appreciate you being here, like I stated. Thank you guys for checking in. Go ahead and tell me your Instagram one
more
again.
time. Safe Trip Movers. That's SAFETRIP MOVERS. Safe Trip Movers. That's full service. Deliveries, junk removals. I'm located in Atlanta. I go all across the country. You want my personal page just to get to know me? It's a little while now.
I don't even follow the page.
She don't even. It's Trip Richmond, TRIP Richmond, RICHMAN. Tune in with the kid.
And we out.
Yeah.
Episode 6 is in the books.
Amen.
Yeah.